Can we learn from positive experiences? If so, how can we potentially implement a system in our department for the benefit of everyone? This concept comes from the ideas generated by learning from excellence as promoted by Dr. Adrian Plunkett. You left your home to come and work today. What made you to do so? What floats your boat? Is it looking forward for the last Wednesday of each month? Or is it because you booked a holiday in Seychelles and you want to pay for it? Or is it because you have to pay your student loan and your mortgage? Whatever be the reason, I bet somewhere in your vein you have an element of empathy to help others that drives you to come and work in the healthcare environment. Do we have a system to recognize the day-to-day good acts that you do on a regular basis? Second part of the equation is what motivates us or a team to work and learn. Fear is a commonly used stick to get work done. If I tell you that your day wages will be cut if you do not complete the CPSs in our ward, on balance, you will probably do it promptly. However, this way of stimulating someone to work or learn is neither sustainable or desirable. Alternative way is to reward the good work. How about if I say to you that we will go for a fika time after you do the CPS? This is likely to work on a sustained basis. Rewards and appreciations of good work are much better stimuli to learn and to get the work done. What do you see here? Almost instantly you would have spotted the mistake. But you have not clocked in your head that 80% of the information in this is actually correct. We are all driven to spot mistakes, and it is never easy to pick some good actions. The system most of us use for capturing errors and near misses is Greatix. This is the system that generates a database and logs all of the not so good or optimal outcomes. The log of all the Greatix incidences under your name are usually provided for reflection for your appraisal purpose. Please do not get me wrong. It is important to learn from mistakes, so that we do not repeat it again. But equally, it is also important to learn from good actions. One of the main problems in Greatix system is that it somehow makes you feel that you are responsible for the incidents and you were the cause for the critical event, even though the root cause analysis may pick up other reasons why the holes in the Swiss cheese lined up to allow a bad event. It is almost boiling down to the fact that it was your fault that allowed the final hole to line up and result in losses. This was one of the primary distinguisher between the Safety 1 and Safety 2 system as described in the white paper written by Professor Holnagel and others. In the traditional Safety 1, focuses on things that go wrong and humans are considered to be a liability. But in Safety 2 culture, focus is on about things that go well and humans are considered to be asset and their actions that lead to good outcomes are amplified. LFE is an organization that was founded by Dr. Adrian Plunkett, who experienced a serious health condition and went through a journey in the hospital as a patient. Being on the receiving end, he realized that a lot of good deeds were done by healthcare workers and they went unappreciated. He was so driven to change this and created this movement called Learning from Excellence. He has collated various resources to promote learning from positive outcomes. The main goal of LFE was to create a system of positive reporting within the workplace to contrast the negative reporting system of Greatix. One of his SHO came up with the wordplay opposite of Greatix as Greatix, and I think it is a brilliant choice of word. I think that even Getafix would agree. If you plot the outcomes of various events in any given organization, one tends to get a bell-shaped outcome curve. About 5% have bad outcomes despite all safety measures, and some 5% have excellent outcome despite all hindrances. The rest fall within expected good outcome. Of course, we can learn from the 5% of mediocre outcome by logging them and going through the process of learning from mistakes. In the healthcare, we capture this via a system called Greatix. If someone does something exceptionally well, this may be captured by a WOW award or a Staff Hero award. It is true that you can also learn from both mistakes and excellent action. However, at least 80% of what we do is good or very good. Surely, we can also learn from them. Greatix is designed to capture and appreciate the good acts and some exemplar acts that can then lead to further analysis. So, what is the difference between Greatix and Greatix? Greatix captures safety 1 issues through a time-consuming root cause analysis. It can lead to change in practice. It is more reactive and system changes can only be brought in place after a negative event. But in Greatix, it is designed to capture a good action and not necessarily excellent actions. To be fair, in real life, excellent actions do not happen often and good and great things happen regularly. But we neither capture them or recognize them. By capturing good things, we can amplify this by using appreciative inquiry, the opposite of root cause analysis. There is a big difference between root cause analysis and appreciative inquiry. Root cause analysis is set up when there is a problem. It is aimed to understand why a poor result occurred and how to stop that from happening and how to improve it. It is more often than not aims no higher than getting it just right and leads to a status quo situation. However, appreciative inquiry starts in a place where there is an acceptable result and tries to see how this can be amplified to push it towards exceptional result. Not all good things can be pushed to exceptional results, but recognizing them goes a long way in improving the overall system. Having a positive reporting system has a number of advantages. These are some 10 things a positive reporting system can bring into a workplace. It improves the quality of work, promotes joy of work. It allows one to learn from positive experience. It amplifies good practice. It optimizes patient experience. It strengthens the team. It is useful for staff appraisal. And it can help to develop services. More importantly, it increases staff morale and it fosters innovation. Here are 4 word cloud examples to describe the actions of a team member who was appreciated. How would you feel if you formally received such appreciation from your colleagues when you did a good job? Adrian Plunkett says that if you show people what they were doing well, then they will do more of it. And this will push the outcome curve towards the right, and we will get more of very good to excellent outcome. So, how can we bring this into our regular practice? We can start by generating a Greatix certificate for the user. Like we discussed dating incidences, we can also discuss Greatix in our audit meeting. Good Greatix can also feature in our monthly ortho newsletter. By doing regular appreciative inquiry, we can also learn how to amplify some good actions. By appreciating others, we spread kindness, and it is well known that even the person giving a positive feedback feels happy. Having a number of Greatix certificates in your portfolio will be very useful in the ARCP and for appraisal. And more importantly, Greatix is open for all. A doctor can Greatix a nurse and a nurse can Greatix a physio and vice versa. The task I would like to give to you is to design a very good looking Greatix certificate, categorize Greatix awards into different themes, and tell us how you want to receive it. Is it via email or do you want this to be presented formally in the audit meeting? And how would you want us to report this? Just to you or to the department leads as well? Here is an example of Greatix certificate. But please do come up with some different attractive layouts. What do you think will look good in your portfolio? Thank you.